Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ELTP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this one many times before, but I'm trying to think. I don't think I've done it for at least a few months, but nonetheless want to get things updated here. And the chart here, a little tricky. You know, it's kind of from a presentation standpoint, it depends. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, it depends. I mean, and you wanted to sell within 5 seconds, then for you, yeah, the chart looks pretty rough. But if you care about the big picture of things, even with the pullback, the bulls do still have a chance to build a higher base, and that's how long-term uptrends are built. As long as higher lows are being put in over time, then that's, you know, again, how long-term uptrends are constructed and put together. And so far, so good in that regard. And really the easiest way to monitor this concept here about just keep on building those higher bases, keep on putting in those higher lows. A very simple way to do that is just in regards to the purple line down there, which is the famous 50-period simple moving average. Even if you have just a surface deep understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 200-period moving average, and you know that from a bullish perspective, of course, when the price is above it, you want to see the price stay above it. So again, moving average, so as time goes by, that line's just going to continue to move its way upwards like that. So when you stop and think about it, okay, well, what does the price have to do in order to stay above a line that's increasing? Well, the price itself needs to continue to increase, and that by definition is what a bullish move is, right? So that's why I love charts. When you look at them certain ways, they essentially insult your intelligence. So again, big picture perspective and a very black and white way to look at the current, you know, move that the price has been under is as long as the price is above the purple line, bulls are in full control, no questions asked. Now, what about areas of resistance? Really two levels that stand out. The first one is what I like to call the fun one, and that's right up here at 19 cents. I call it the fun one because, yeah, it is fun to talk about testing previous highs, breaking new highs, and all that good stuff. And that's what 19 cents essentially represents. Yes, I realize the price went a little bit above it, but I think, in my opinion, that's more so the true area of resistance. But in many cases, usually there's an initial bridge that first needs to be cleared before you go and start to talk about that fun level of resistance. And in this case, that initial bridge is right here at the 18-cent mark. You can see here late day today, there was a nice little bounce, but on two separate occasions, you know, the bulls did get rejected from that point there. So yeah, 19 cents for sure is the level of resistance. But before you start talking about 19 cents, 18 cents is that key and initial hurdle that the bulls will have to clear up above. So big picture perspective, as long as the bulls keep on building those higher bases, that's the name of the game. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.